Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nail Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to encapsulate a little bit of gel and stamping. We're going to encapsulate stamping inside of acrylic. Right, so I'm going to fit this. It's going to anchor down slightly because we're going to do a almond shape nail. I'm going to dehydrate the nail. I've already removed the surface shine off this nail. And then we've dehydrated, and now we're going to use the primer. Acid-free primer. Going to do 2 coats of that. I'm going to use Max Adhesion. Now, you don't need primer with Max Adhesion, but I know what Dina's like. She's a bit of a nightmare when it comes to picky, and all that. So I'm putting the primer on just for extra support, because I need the support, because she's a nightmare. But I love her. I've got warm beige and clear. So what I'm going to do is put the clear on the tip. Sweep that up. Sweepy with the brush. And I'm just going to pull it out so it's quite thin. So I'm going to pull that out till I've got my desired shape. And now I'm going to use warm beige. And we're going to come from the cuticle, tapping. Just tapping it so it moves where you want it to go. I'm going to bring this down to one side, and then we're going to blend. Before I put any other products on, I am going to pinch this just so it's nice and slender, and we get a nice C-curve. Oh look, I've took the top off the pot before I've looked what it's actually called.
There's a shock.
It's called Chunky Glitter Bronze. And then we have Gold Chunky Glitter. This is when I just make a mess. And then we have Gold Mini Glitter. Now what you can do, instead of actually picking up the individual pieces and putting them on, what you can do is pre-mix it in a pot. So you can get any old pot that's got a lid on it. And we're going to make a little potion. Add a bit of that.
I always knew you were a witch.
A scoop of that. And a scoop of that. And then we add a pig's trotter.
I've newt.
Yeah. They add silly things, don't they? I'm going to do that again. Then I'm going to put the lid on and give it a shake. So you can see, got a nice mix there. I'm going to pick up a clear bead, and I'm just going to basically use that to wet the nail, and then I'm going to touch the glitter we've mixed, and we're going to add that. So the acrylic that's on there, that wet acrylic, will adhere the glitter. And it's quite a simple way to apply glitter, that is. I'm going to use Serious Black. Is it called Serious Black?
Serious black.
Is it called Serious Black?
Mm-hmm.
It's so seriously black. I bet you're thinking, what, are you putting gel polish on top of acrylic? Yes, my friend, you can do this. It's such a cool trick. I've got a gel brush with some, basically I've dampened the brush with gel residue wipe-off solution, just so I can neaten that up. And then what I'm going to do is dry the brush off, and I'm just going to feather it A little bit here like that to blend it. And then we're going to put it in the lamp, cure that. So that's cured. And what we're going to do now is we're going to stamp onto the gel polish. And we're going to use a stamping plate. And we're going to use the gold chrome. The gold chrome powder will actually work really well with the gel polish because it will stick to the sticky layer of the gel polish. So you need to pick up a bit of the powder and choose your design. And I'm going to go for this one. So place some of your powder on, and then with any kind of card, what you're going to do is scrape over that. I can't move it on this mat. So as you scrape it, you see what it does? It pushes into those little recesses. You want to scrape it until it looks pretty clean. Okay? By clean, I mean all the other bits. Not the actual design. Obviously, you don't want to remove it from there. So get your silicone stamper. And as you roll this stamper on, because it's sticky, it picks up the design. How cool is that? And because the gel polish is sticky, what will it do? Stick on. Yeah, it's going to stick on. So you're going to figure out where you're going to place it by looking through. Just roll it on to the sticky layer. Just like that. And with, this is what I found, when you use chromes, you can actually go again and again. You can keep going. Oh. Until it runs out. And make a big mess.
You're going to want me to clean that now, aren't you?
Now we've done that, we're going to encapsulate that with clear acrylic. What I will do is just add a little bit more glitter just here, so that line's not so harsh. Now we're going to encapsulate. When you're doing this, you will need to not touch the actual print that you've done. So all that stamping that you've just done, you don't want to touch that with your brush because it will remove it. You want to let the acrylic just flow over the design. Because if you keep sweeping over the design, you'll just take it off. So you want to let the product just flow over the design. So imagine if you kept sweeping over it, it'd eventually do this and rub it away. See what I mean? So you need a barrier between the brush and the powder. So the chrome powder's on there, you've got that design, yeah? And then you've got your brush, and the barrier is the acrylic. You just got to let that flow over.
It's dead easy for people like you, say.
Do you know what? It's not too difficult. I do love doing a bit of a combination of things in a nail. So in this nail, we've encapsulated glitter, we've encapsulated gel polish, and also encapsulated stamping with chrome. How cool is that? I'm going to pop this pinching tool on again, because when you apply another layer of acrylic, what it'll do to the layer that we've already put on, it'll soften that acrylic a little bit. So it will want to bounce back out. So I'm just going to repinch it just to hold that pinch. I'm going to remove the sculpting form now. And then we're going to file this bad boy into shape. So I'm going to do my normal filing routine, do my side walls first, and then I'm going to do the cuticle area. Make sure that's nice and flush. And I can contour the rest of the nail. I'm going to smooth this over with my pink sanding block. I'm going to wipe over with some pure acetone. And then I'm going to put Mega Gloss on, and I'm going to put stones on at the same time. So I'm going to put Mega Gloss on. Make sure you seal the edges, you've got to cap them. It's really important because you have encapsulated the gel, it all needs sealing. And then into the Mega Gloss, we're going to add some stones, just for a bit of bling.
I never thought I would write the word bling as much as I do.
You love it. Love a bit of bling, don't you, Adam?
It's in my vocabulary more than I thought it would be.
And then we're going to cure that into the lamp. I like this design because it gives it depth. Gives the whole design depth. Going to finish with some cuticle oil. Rub that all the way around. So there you are, guys. That is how to use stamping and gel and acrylic all encapsulated into one fabulous nail. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. All the products that I've used today will be listed below. Stop laughing. As always, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Now I can put the lids on before I knock them over.
Like you did with your crystals.
Oh, I knocked my crystals over the other day.
Like all of them.
Like all the SS3s, the tiniest of tiniest ones.
Oh yeah, didn't speak to her for about an hour.
It wasn't pretty. I was fuming. Absolutely fuming.
And the worst thing was you were fuming with yourself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.